We all go through stuff, right? Big things, small things. But what if there's a deeper meaning to all of it? A kind of hidden purpose that we just don't see in the moment? Well, that's exactly what we're going to dive into today. This idea of finding divine mercy right in the middle of our own struggles. I want you to think about this for a second. That feeling you get when you're stuck in traffic and you're already late. Or when your internet cuts out right in the middle of something important. What if every single one of those frustrations, and I mean the really small stuff, like a stinging paper cut that just comes out of nowhere, or stubbing your toe on the corner of the bed in the morning, all those little things that make you just kind of shake your head and sigh. Let's go even smaller. Think about the absolute tiniest, most insignificant moment of discomfort you can possibly imagine. What if even that wasn't just some random, pointless event? What if it was all actually part of a much bigger plan? A design that wasn't meant to hurt us, but to actually purify us. Now that's a powerful idea, and we are going to unpack it. So how do we even start to see things that way? Well, that brings us to our first big idea, which we can call a divine rebalancing. This is all about reframing hardship, not as something bad, but as a real opportunity. Okay, this right here, this is the core of what we're talking about. No calamity befalls a Muslim, but that Allah expiates some of his sins because of it, even though it were the prick he receives from a thorn. Just stop and think about the massive scale of that statement. It's saying that every kind of suffering, down to the absolute smallest thing you can think of, actually serves a deeply merciful purpose. And you should know, this isn't just a nice philosophical thought. It's a foundational teaching in Islam. It comes from what's known as an authentic hadith, narrated by Aisha, the wife of the Prophet Muhammad, and it's recorded in one of the most trusted collections out there. So this carries some serious spiritual weight. Now, that keyword here is expiation. So what does that mean? It's basically the act of atonement. It's about having your wrongdoings cleansed or wiped away. And that completely reframes the idea of hardship, doesn't it? Suddenly it's not a punishment, it's a purification. It's a chance to get a spiritual clean slate. Okay, so if every hardship is actually a form of purification, how does that really work? Well, this leads us to what we can call the scale of mercy. And honestly, the logic here is just incredibly powerful. Just look at how this is laid out. It's like a divine equation. On one side of the scale, you've got this tiny, seemingly meaningless hardship, a thorn prick. But on the other side, a profound spiritual benefit, a sin being wiped away. This teaching presents it as a direct, one-to-one merciful exchange. And the logic here is so beautifully simple. If God attaches such a huge purpose to the tiniest possible bit of suffering, well, that implies that all suffering, from that little thorn prick all the way up to life's biggest challenges, is covered by that exact same mercy. Nothing is wasted, not a single thing. So what does this all really mean for us in our day-to-day lives? It means we have a completely new lens to see life's difficulties through. It allows us to start transforming them from just random bad luck into events that have this incredible potential for spiritual good. All right, so let's boil it all down to three main takeaways. First, from this point of view, no hardship you ever face is truly meaningless. Second, it can actually be a form of hidden mercy, a cleansing that we just don't recognize at the time. And third, its ultimate purpose is always positive, to purify us and to cleanse us. And that really just leaves us with a final question for you to think about. The next time you face a challenge, doesn't matter if it's as small as a thorn prick or something much, much bigger. How would your perspective change if you saw it not just as a burden, but as a potential blessing in disguise, a hidden act of mercy? It's a powerful thought to carry with you.